This is the MLB pregame show, and I'm Matt Vasgersian. And as we draw nearer to the first pitch of Game 1 in the series, we'll give you the latest installment of our Topps Player Spotlight. Darren James is in the glow. And, Steve, he's already an exciting young major leaguer, but his play recently points to his future being very, very bright.
Well, Matt, I'm not so sure there's a young player in the game today that's more exciting than he is right now. He's been on an absolute tear, as you can see by the numbers there on the bottom of your screen. I'm just amazed at how comfortable he looks at the highest level of baseball, despite his age. I mean, he's still developing as a ball player, both mentally and physically, which is pretty scary for everybody else because he's already playing at an all-star caliber level. I'm really excited to watch him perform in this game, but I can't wait to see what he might be a couple of years from now.
All right, the guys and I will be back to get this one started on the show right after this. Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the opener of this three-game set between the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. Rizzo and Stanton ready to slug it out on the show. Next. Carlo Nieto makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Center fielder, number 40.
And the first pitch of the afternoon misses for ball one, and that's how things get underway here at Wrigley. EK, one-year-old ball clubs, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They came up a little short last time out, but they've still been one of the hotter teams around, winning 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, they're starting to open up some ground at the top of the division, and when you're setting a good pace at the top, it can be frustrating for those teams that are chasing you because they start thinking, what do we have to do to make up some ground?
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Well, Matt, Woody calls a good game more often than not. Although he has been known to get a little flack from time to time about his consistency, especially on the corners of the strike zone. We'll see if that comes into play.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air.
You got it. You got it. You got it. Mine.
Mata will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He comes in among the National League leaders in batting average, so he's been handling a hot bat all year. And it'll be fun to watch him do his thing in this one.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Molina is over and he tucks it away for the second out. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, we're going to have a real treat in this ball game. We get to watch a shortstop that won the Gold Glove last year. Unbelievable range and an absolute cannon for an arm. Can't wait to watch him make some great plays in this one.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Oh, he breaks out the hook there. Good for strike 2.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
And he does have a base open, so he doesn't have to give in on 3-2.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And
that's a ball.
Whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller. Brian Ahn will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Well, you look for a guy to produce. He's got 9 RBIs in his last 10 games, and he had another good one yesterday as well.
Trying to escape unscathed here in the first.
Ball.
And he misses with it 1-1.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
And that's in there. Base hit around third and being waved on home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, what a great start to this series here in the first inning. On the road, you'd love to give your pitcher a little something to work with out there, and he's going to have a lead now before he even throws his first pitch.
Didi Gregorius stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard, but if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Hit hard to short. Underhanded flip. Let's also go to La Stella at second, and the force out means the inning is over. Marlins get one here on a couple of hits. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Marlins lead it 1-0. JT Realmuto will stand in now. 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
And that's actually a lot tougher play than it looks out there at right field. You know, sometimes off of a right-hander's bat, that ball can kind of curl away from you, but he stays right with it to put it away.
Line to the right side. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. He'll take the turn and head for second. Around second. He'll try for third. The relay throw. And he is in there. Eric Fernandez will stand in with a golden chance here to help himself out with a runner at third.
And he knows this is a definite strikeout situation. So the big key here is, at the very least, find a pitch you can put in play.
One away.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95-plus mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Hey, here we go.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Hayward. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And this will get into the books as a sac fly and an RBI, and we are tied at 2. Carlo Nieto stands into the windup and the pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Now after that sac fly, this is where you got to just clear the deck and start this inning over.
Here we go, fellas.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. And he lays off a pitch down and away. Ball 2. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
That thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 2-2. Gary Friedrich will get us started here for Miami, and he'll have backup in the form of Giancarlo Stanton waiting on deck. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Rizzo in foul ground, 1 away.
Up next for the Marlins,
Giancarlo Stanton in now, popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Swing and a liner. Foul. Here it comes on 1-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Well, you could see his mindset at the plate. He's thinking, I got to get out in front here, try to pull something. Didn't really get a good pitch to do that, though, so he's going to have to go grab a seat.
Where's the first here?
Stepping in now, Warren Guzman. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike 1.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
And after walking him the first time around, he's all business here in the second at-bat.
To first. Rizzo is there. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. We'll go to the bottom of the third, all even at 2 apiece.
Come on now, 1 pitch.
Darren
right
James digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Darren James.
Here comes the first pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. Now the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Up there, kid. Get your pitch and drive it.
Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. James is retired, and there's 1 away. Brian Ahn is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Second baseman, Brian On.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Hit to short. Russell has it. Throw to first in time. Out. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, shortstop.
One gone in the inning now, and here's Didi Gregorius. First delivery to him on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike one.
Come on, guys.
And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Got him.
Yes.
Well, there's no question this guy's got to be in the running for the Cy Young this year. He makes quick work of this guy on 3 pitches. That was just too easy.
Into the box now, JT Realmuto. And she'll take strike one on the inside corner.
You know, it's just so tough to pick out a pitch that you want against a guy like this. Everything he throws is either on a corner or moving like crazy. He's not the kind of guy that's going to give you a lot of options up there to hit.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Down the line, but this is a foul ball.
Hey, come on now, here we go.
Hard hit ball to second. LaStella has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Miami down in order. On to the bottom of the fourth. This game's tied at 2-2.
One time right here.
Darren James gets a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone.
Well, you know, some pitchers flat out just don't like to go up there and swing it. And I get it. Most of them can't hit at all. But, hey, this is an opportunity right here to help your own cause.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
Come on, let it fly right here.
He pulls this one into right, and that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's 4-2. Settling in now, Jason Hayward. He drew a walk his first time up. Taking all the way that time. It's 3-1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
On the ground to the left side. Scooped up. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. Back with more from Wrigleyville right after this. Leading off the inning, Brandon Harris, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single. The pitcher, Eric Fernandez, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. Boy, and slow out of the box that time as he's tagged out quickly. Carlo Nieto steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Hold him right here. Let's go. Let's go.
First pitch on its way. High in the air out towards shallow right. Hayward is there.
Ball.
He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Cut it. Hold on to it.
Gary Friedrich will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting the line drive right back up the middle.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Ooh, that is one of the best he's thrown this afternoon.
Tap fouled at home plate. Has to be thinking strikeout here.
Ball.
And this one's inside and high. 1-2 now.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home.
Relay.
And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Giancarlo Stanton steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy. And it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Yeah, he gave it all he had out there in the outfield. Watch as he tries to close on this thing. He leaps as high as he can, but it's just out of his reach. Run's going to come in to score in what will turn out to be an RBI double.
Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Lauren Guzman stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, you're not going to get that call if you've been all over the place. Now, if I'm pitching, I want that call, but at this point, he hasn't earned it.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Right here.
4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Hey, come on, big guy. Get him yourself right here.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes.
No.
Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a 3rd time.
A dive, but it's off his glove. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Brian Ahn digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Molina has got it, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. And Darren James will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
You can do it.
He's set. Here it comes. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
And he falls behind 0-2. 3 runs already home here.
Wait for your pitch up there.
Hey, 1 pitch.
Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits. Leading off the inning, Didi Gregorius. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
You can't afford to be doing that when you're playing catch-up.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
And on 0-2, I think you're better off trying to bounce that thing rather than leave it up. Even though that's high, it's a dangerous spot to miss.
On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1-2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Ball.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1.
All right, come on now.
Swing and a miss.
Playing 11.
Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
Hit the other way out toward right field. And quickly 2 are gone now here in the visitors' half of the 6th.
Up next for the Marlins, left fielder.
Into the box, Brandon Harris. He singled his last time up. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Hits are even at 7 apiece. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind in a count like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
And that misses 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score. Jose Arena will come on, and as he's newly entered into the ballgame, he'll get his first plate appearance now here in inning number 7. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Surprised that there's no pinch hitter here?
Shocked is more the word for me. You're losing, but you're letting a reliever hit? I just don't get it.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Well, this curveball right here has got a lot of snap to it. You can see pretty clearly he's finishing off his pitches much, much better than earlier in the ballgame and getting much better results as well.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Standing in now, Carlo Nieto, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Hey, we got one here, guys.
Grounded to short. Throw gets him.
Got him,
2 down.
Now batting, third baseman,
Gary Friedrich gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Fastball called for strike 2.
Now 0-2 here. This is where you need to expand the zone. If it's close, you got to let it fly.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Miami down in order. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was